Hi friends, Dallas here with Privateer Press. Today we're going to take a peek at painting some eyes on our miniatures. So let's get started. Now to paint the eye, I usually paint my face first. It lets me to put in some shadow in the ocular cavity and stuff like that and do all the work around our face. I'm just going to make a dark color, like a black and umber mix. Then we're going to paint it with our white. We're going to leave just a little bit of black showing around it. Then we're going to paint that pupil in there. Just a nice, easy, three-step eye for our miniature. All right, let's mix up our paint. This is our nice dark color. We're going to grab some Thamar black and a touch of umber and mix this together. And a little drop of water to loosen our paint up. What a nice loose paint. The way it flows very easily. This is a really small detail, so you want the paint to really flow off that brush. So I'm going to wet my brush. I'm going to get a little bit of paint, and I'm going to test my line. I just want to be able to draw a nice little line, but I want to keep my brush kind of full. Now we're just going to paint the eye very carefully. Don't hold your breath. You actually want to breathe out when you do these tiny details. I'm just barely using the tip of my brush. Just take your time and don't rush. Just breathe. Let the paint do its job. Okay, once the black is dry in the eye socket, we're going to paint the sclera, which is just a fancy word for the white part of the eye. And for that, we're going to be using mid-off white highlight. So once again, I'm going to wet my brush, grab a little dot of this, get a nice flow going, get a nice point and flow on the brush, and we're going to just paint that right in there. Now remember, we're just using the tip of the brush. We're going to leave just a little bit of the black showing. Just get the whole eye painted. So I've got the sclera painted. And remember, in any of these little tricky areas, you can flip your model upside down or get it at any angle that you need to get to those little tricky spots. So now we're just going to paint the pupil. We're going to go back to our dark color. Once again, I'm just going to get a nice flow of paint going on my brush. I don't want to overload it, but I want to have control over it. Now when I paint the pupils, I think about which direction the model's looking. I go right to the center, and I don't paint the whole pupil at once. I just paint like a little dot, something like that. And it looks really weird right now, but that just gives me a guide, and then I build off that. I just make the pupil bigger. You want the pupil to be covered by the upper eyelid more than the lower eyelid. If you don't have enough pupils sticking out from the upper eyelid, they look surprised or shocked. Just think about which direction your model's looking. Just take your time and get that pupil in there right. All right, we're going to kick this eye up one more notch by grabbing a little bit more mid-off white highlight. We're going to just put a little highlight in that eye. We're just going to put just a little dot right in the corner of that pupil. So it just puts that little reflection in that eye. Just that little glint of light to show the glassiness of the eye, the reflectiveness. And there you go, a few easy steps to create simple eyes on your miniatures. Our model's eyes are now expressive and full of character. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more videos and check out the links below for more in this series and additional information on the P3 Hobby line. Today we're going to take a peek at painting peepers. We're going to feast our peepers on some miniature eyeballs. Today we're going to take a peek at painting some miniatures in our eyes. I have no idea what I'm saying anymore.